I updated my character a little bit for the next one to look like myself a bit more. I don't know. Kind of. Anyways, we are on to B.8, identifying and distinguishing between unconditioned, conditioned, and generalized punishers. Now we're thinking of punishers instead of reinforcers. All right. Unconditioned punishment, primary punishers, no learning history needed. Conditioned punishment, a neutral stimuli that becomes a punisher through learning history. Generalized punisher, a punisher that has been paired with other punishers and can be used in a variety of contexts. Let's break these all down in more detailed terms. So unconditioned punishers, UCP, you might see them as, is a stimulus change that decreases the frequency of any behavior that immediately precedes it irrespective of the organism's learning history with the stimulus, okay? So when you hear it decreases the frequency of any behavior, you're thinking punishment. There's no previously paired punishers. Again, I'm gonna say this word and mess it up. Phylogeny. Products of phylogeny is unconditioned punishers. Think no learning history is required. All members of a species share the same unconditioned punishers. So for example, if it's extremely hot temperature, extremely loud noise, bad smells are naturally aversive to human beings and would probably decrease any behaviors that resulted in contact with these stimulus conditions. Okay, me personally, I hate any bad smells. I think they're just like the worst thing on earth. So I'm gonna be avoiding that. It's gonna decrease my behavior for sure if somebody includes a bad smell somewhere. Moving on to conditioned punishers, a previously neutral stimulus that now functions as a punisher because of a prior pairing with one or more punishers. It's a product of ontogeny. The result of a conditioned punisher to change behavior depends on an individual's history with that stimulus. Think learning history is required, extra homework, teacher proximity, getting pulled over for speeding. It's that secondary punisher, the learned punishers, that's conditioned punishers, okay? Timeouts, reprimands, those are be conditioned punishers. Generalized conditioned punishers, or GCSPs, a type of conditioned punisher that has been paired with an unlimited number of unconditioned and conditioned punishers. It doesn't depend on an MO for its effectiveness and likely is to act as a punisher at any time for many people, right? This is going to be like fines, reprimands, scowls, head shakes, frowns. It's different places, behavior, people. It's generalized punishers, okay? So just a few takeaways when we're talking about punishment and reinforcement. Reinforcers and punishers are defined by their effect on behavior and not on their physical properties. A future increase in behavior means that the stimulus change was a reinforcer, even if it is something seemingly unpleasant. If the behavior increases, it's reinforcement, okay? We have to remember that not all of us are the same when it comes to what is reinforcing. Also, really think about those attention-based behaviors. It might not seem like something super highly reinforcing, but if they're getting your attention from it, that's reinforcing to them. A future decrease in behavior means that the stimulus change was a punisher. Even if it's something seemingly pleasant, if the behavior decreases, it's punishment, right? Not everybody likes or dislikes the same things. Don't judge by the stimulus, judge by the effect on behavior. Always, always, always when you're taking the exam, look at what is this stimulus doing to the behavior. That is going to tell you whether it's punishment or reinforcement, okay? And that is all I have for B8. Next, we'll move on to B9.